Hey, welcome back to Mitsa Creek Farm. Today is Monday, June 10th, and guys, we had a freeze last night, which really sucks. So, I knew that it was supposed to be forecasted down to 38, and so I knew that there was a potential for frost, and I woke up about just a little bit before 4, and it was down to 34 degrees, and when I looked at the temp again, at about 5 o'clock, it was dropped another degree down to 33, and that's when I stopped watching the temperature because it would just stress me out. So I'm headed down. Today is Beck's birthday, his 15th birthday, and so I just got him off to his activities for the day, and I'm gonna check and see if we have any damage because we have like all of these fall flowers. We've got tomatoes and peppers and everything, and so I'm a little overwhelmed. When I was leaving to go bring him about an hour ago, I did notice that our ground cloth for where our pumpkins are going to be planted was steaming. So I think that's a good sign because that means that the ground was too warm to freeze, obviously. And so I'm hoping that that warmth kept everything warm so that nothing died or froze. I have no clue about frost damage to trees or freeze damage to trees. I know that in the blossom stage they're really sensitive, so if you have a frost when they're blossoming, you won't get anything. But I'm not sure about once it has fruit on it. I know for apples you want them to have a frost, so I have no clue. But let's look here. This is my pear tree, one of them. Let's see if they look okay. All right, so nasturtium looks fine. It just looks stressed because I still have them in plug trays and they need to get potted up. Sedum look fine. All of these guys look fine. These are all mums. Let's go look at the flowers. All right, grasses will be fine. Those are snapdragons. They're looking okay. Snapdragons over here look okay. Pansies look okay. Most of these are cold hardy or somewhat cold hardy. These guys are looking a little shocked, but that could just be from transplant shock. It doesn't look like frost damage. So I think we dodged a bullet. Thank goodness. Kale and cabbages. These are pumpkins on a stick, so they're technically eggplant. The corn is, we'll see if they survive today. Those ones don't look very good. These ones look a little better. Right, that feels a little bit better. Now let's go in the high tunnel and see what's going on in there. All right, chicks are looking good. It's warm in here. There are some flower pots I made up for a friend, and they look good. Cucumbers look good. Herbs look good. I think that's all basil. And everything in here looks good. Oh, that's such a relief. My pumpkin seedlings are looking good. Oh, wonderful. I did have the sprinkler going all night to try to keep the damage minimal. And oh, that is such a relief. Such a relief. So now let's get the side cracked. I don't know how warm it is in here, but with the sprinkler going, it is humid. Today, I'm actually planning on getting this all finished in here because we finished potting up and getting everything planted. And then yesterday was getting pumpkin stuff prepped and trying to get ground cover in here figured out again because when the mums got brought, we pulled up what we were working on because everything was partially down. And so now I need to refigure out what I had planned last week when the mums were delivered. And so if I can get all that done and get some more stuff planted, that would be wonderful. But I feel like we really dodged a bullet. The next thing I want to check is the trees. I was thinking about all this and I thought, you know, if we get hit with a frost and I lose thousands of dollars worth of plants, then I feel like maybe that was God saying, hey Katie, you're doing too much. Take the summer off. There's nothing we can do to fix this. And so, you know, you can't control the temp. So anyways, I thought, okay, you know, whatever happens, happens, I'll be fine. But I would be heartbroken if we lost our apples and our pears, because we have some trees that have apples on this year, and we have tons of pears. And I'm really, really, really excited for that. And that's just something for me. I don't sell them or anything. So if I would have lost those, oh, I would have been so sad. So let's go check those out. And since we're down here, let's look at my perennial garden in front of my black fence and check in on that bird's nest that I showed you guys last week. So my lupine are blooming like crazy. I have a whole bunch that are popping up here. There's more like up there. Look at this beautiful yellow iris. That is just stunning. I'm loving that. And lots more irises are starting to form buds in here. My Rugosa rose smells amazing. I think this is a weed, but I don't know for sure. So I've been letting it grow because then I can look it up on my plant app maybe, or at least see what it's gonna look like. No clue. And then here on the fence, my white Rugosa rose is doing great. Look at the bumblebee. And then this, I haven't done anything in here because I don't want to disturb this nest. And I haven't checked on it, so we should be seeing chicks. Oh, nope. Just eggs. It looks like Mom still might be sitting here. I'm not sure. I've been letting this just be, and I haven't checked on it or anything because I don't want to disturb her. I had a friend ask me if I thought that big egg that's in there is a cowbird egg. I have no clue what that is, so I have no clue. But I figured I would look it up and read more about it because it might be. But I guess if none of them hatch, it doesn't really matter. I have no clue about frost damage to trees or freeze damage to trees. I know that in the blossom stage they're really sensitive, so if you have a frost when they're blossoming, you won't get anything. But I'm not sure about once it has fruit on it. I know for apples you want them to have a frost, so I have no clue. But let's look here. This is my pear tree, one of them. Let's see if they look okay. So the pears are looking good. Let's look at these apples. I gotta remember what tree I saw them on. There they are. They're looking good. And that's looking good. So that's a relief. I feel like we really dodged a bullet. Thank goodness. I was worried about it all morning. So of course I did not get much sleep because of that. But I'm so grateful it wasn't worse. And I'm so grateful that even though the thermometer said that, we have no evidence of that. Hopefully nothing appears from out of all the trees and stuff. Nothing shows up later down the road or whatever. I'm not sure how that looks, but I just am very, very grateful today that I didn't come out to everything dead and wilted. And so I just am grateful. That is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.